Friends, welcome back. I am Vikas from LearnDreamSkill.com and you are welcome to the LearnDreamSkill.com. And so far we have just created the dashboard in the Power BI itself, Excel itself. Now it is time to discuss to create this same dashboard in the Power BI quickly so that you get a bit idea about the Power BI as well. So what we will have to do, we will have to open the Power BI. We are having the Power BI here installed in our system. And like whenever we are creating the dashboard of the Power BI can hold more data compared to the Excel. If you have worked with the Excel, you might have noticed that if we are having around 5 lakh record, 4 lakh record in the Excel, Excel will start hanging. Whereas you will not face any such kind of issue in the Power BI. So we will just import the data first. So I'll just click here on the Excel and then I just go to the desktop and here we are having one folder created which is the demo and I'll just select the file here. And this is the file, order file which we want to use to create the dashboard. So we will just simply say load here. And now this file will be loaded in the Power BI and you just see here it is just loading the file into the model. And what does model means, like as it was just showing, model is like a database in the Power BI for us where we are having our tables imported. Okay, so we have what do you see here, we have got our data imported here in the Power BI. So same way as you just see here in the Excel in the orders table. So now we are able to see data as well clearly here. So same thing, same way we can just see data here in the data module, data way. So see here, this is the data. Okay. And now whenever we just want to create the dashboard, we will have to go to the this view, which is the report view. So like as we added the pivot charts in the another sheet, and then we just added those charts here and we just kept the pivot in the separate sheet. So like whenever I am just applying the filter here, consumer, so these pivots are getting filtered and based on these pivots, these charts are getting populated accordingly. So same task, just to create these charts, what we will have to do, suppose we just want to create this pie chart. So for that we are having the pie option here. We will just select that pie option and then we just add the category to this pie because we just want to create that pie chart basis on the categorical variable mm, category. And then what we have just shown here, we have just shown the sales here. So we will just pick the Power BI and we are having the sales variable here. So we can just simply drop this variable on the values. So this way you just see we have got our Power BI pie chart created. And you will notice one more thing, it has just mainly added the percentages as well and it has just added the values as well and converted the values in the million format, and it has just added technology, furniture and office, which is the legends. These are also added over here. Okay, so we have got our one pie chart created. Now what we need to create, we need to create another chart which is the region wise sales. So then for that, what kind of chart it is, it is the uh, column chart. So we are having column chart option here. We will just pick, sorry, I'll just press undo. We don't need to select this, then we just select anywhere else and we just select this chart. So see, blank chart has been added here and I just add the region and the sales. So our column chart also created and you just see it is sorted by the values, sales values automatically, and it has not added any legend data label here. So just to add the data label, we can go to the formatting and we can enable the data label. So this way you just see we have got data label added here. Okay, and then we will just create our third chart which is the profit trend chart. So to create the profit trend chart, we will have to use the line chart because trend is created basis on the date variables, and a trend is called the line chart. Mainly line charts are used to show the trends. So I'll just add this line chart blank line here, then I'll just pick the order date. Okay, so and then I will just show profit because we have taken the profit here. I just want to keep it consistent. So same way it is just showing the months here, sorry, years here. Then what we are having, we are having the order and it has just categorized the data. So if you just want, you can just say order date. So now it will just show same way as we were able to see in the power Excel as well. because it is the Microsoft product. But instead of doing this, we just say the date hierarchy, and then we can take out date and quarter out. So this way it will just show. Okay, then we will have to drill down to the further level. So this way you just see here our line chart has been created by month and year. Okay, and then we can enable the data labels as well. So see, data labels are visible, and this way we have got our line chart as well created. So these are quite cool. And suppose if we just want to add the border as well, we can go to the format, and then we are having the border property available here. We enable the border and we just make it blue. So you will just see we have got blue line added here. We can just select this chart, format painter, apply this here. See, border is added here as well. I again select this, format painter, apply this. See, border is added here as well. So this way we will just see, like, it is quite cool to create any dashboard in the Power BI. So we have got our Power BI dashboard created quickly, and it will just give the same. It is mainly showing the same data as we were just showing there in the I would say that Excel. Now what we need to do, we will just, I will select this, hold down control key, select this and this, and I will just replace place this here. Then we want to mainly add some text as well, so we can just say simply insert and text box, and here we can just say the sales dashboard. Okay, and then what we will have to do, we will just place this here. So I'm just showing you. Then what we can do, we need to change the font. So we just select this, Control A, and then we just select the Arial black, suppose 24, media, more bold, italic, or let's take out italic. So this way you just see we have got our label as well added. And now what is remaining? Like, we need this segment slicer here. So we can get this segment slicer. So for the slicer we are having this slicer, and then we can add the segment to this. So this way you just see we have got our slicer created. And now if you just select anything, you just see all the charts. See this, see these values. We don't need to link anything, because whenever you will just edit, it will be done automatically. Okay, and now let me just tell you requirement. If you just want to clear it, you just having this eraser icon, clear selection. So see, all the values are selected. Now we were having the requirement of selecting or filtering out uh, these charts based on the technology or furniture on the office supply. So see here, if I just select this technology, this is the technology, I select this. See, these charts are getting filtered. I select the furniture, these charts are getting filtered. I select the what it is office, this chart is getting filtered. Then we can just again select this to unselect everything. So this way it is just getting filtering out the value. See, if I am just selecting this chart is just showing bit dot. We will have to do some setting which you will just learn later, whereas you just see lesser value. So mainly this filter is also applicable on this chart. Okay, so uncheck it. I just select the central. So see, for the central, this is, so we will have to do some setting which you will just learn later, but you can just apply a filter which you don't need to create I would say a separate slicer. Chart also works as a filter for other charts. So that is how it is quite cool, and you have just seen that it is quite interactive compared to the this Excel dashboard. Okay, and so you just see these lots of menus and the options here, charts here. Then we are having hidden tips and tricks as well. So we will just learn everything step by step. We have just prepared the end-to-end course where you will just learn this way simply as I have just explained this video here a demo for you just to give you the confidence. And now like we are having the publish option as well. So right now I haven't connected the Power BI with the Power BI reporting server, so I'll not be able to show that right now. But like whenever you will just learn next, so I'll explain everything end to end. So mainly our course is based on the real scenarios only. We are not teaching like simple, straightforward kind of thing. So we are explaining everything based on the client requirement and the customer requirement as they are just looking for. So that is what I just wanted to explain you about the Power BI, and I just wanted to show you the comparison between the like Excel and the Power BI as well. And like you can just think one more question as well, like what we need to learn whether Excel or Power BI or the Tableau. So like if you just think about that, so like Excel is the software which you will have to learn whether you are working as a data scientist with the help of SAS, R or Python, or whether you are working in the Tableau or the Power BI. Excel is the software which you will have to learn because that is the basic software, and if you don't know Excel, then you will be there in the issue. Okay. And after that, then you can just ask one question like whether I need to learn the Tableau and the Power BI. So right now in the market, these are the two softwares which are booming a lot. Okay, and it will depend customer to customer what they are just using. Whereas Tableau cost is higher compared to the Power BI. So right now what I have just seen mainly Tableau cost is around $10 per month, and sorry, Power BI cost is $10 per month, and Tableau cost is around $70 per month, which I am just aware about. So we are having the huge cost difference as well. And mainly even we don't need to be worried about the cost, because whenever you will be working in any company, so company will not ask you that you just buy the Tableau at your own or buy the Power BI at your own, because you will be working in the company. Company will give you the software, and for the learning purpose, it is free. Okay, so you don't need to worry about that. Whereas like learning any software is good for us, because whatever company is just asking for, we will have to learn that software. Let me just give you one example. Suppose we are having XYZ software as well in the available in the market, but nobody is just using that. No company is using that. So if you will just learn that software which is not being used by the companies, then what is the benefit of learning that? You will be wasting your time and money, and nobody will just hire you. So whatever is there in the trend, we need to learn that software. So Power BI is one of that those softwares which are used a lot in the companies in current scenarios. So I am just done with explaining the demo video, and if you are just fine, you can just continue watching more videos, and I'll just wish you happy learning, and keep watching our next videos.